right then, here we are, the final day of the 12 Rows of Christmas 2025. Time to slay. And what we're doing today is 12 months sprinting. Don't worry, I'm not making you sprint for 12 months. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the days in a month and we're going to sprint for that many seconds, and then we're going to rest the rest of the seconds to make up a minute. Does that make sense? So for instance, January, 31 days, you sprint for 31 seconds, then you rest for 29 seconds. That makes up a minute, and then you go 28 seconds for February, rest 32. That's how we're going to do it. So it's a lot of hard work today. As such, I need to make sure you're properly warmed up, okay? So I'm going to do my normal 5-minute or a little bit longer warm up today just to kind of help people who are already warmed up. But if you aren't fully warmed up, please row for a little bit longer so you can hit the ground running on this sprint series, because it is going to be a lot of hard work and I want to make sure your body's okay. If your body's not okay, don't do this workout, all right? Now, if you want to pick something that's relatively okay for a warm-up, I do recommend, I've just filmed the 5K everyday workout, which I will post first. So that should be there available for you to do as a warm-up to then lead into today's row. And I talk about today's row, so it'll all make sense. So there we go. That's my kind of pre-lead here. So we're going to get into this 5-minute warm-up. And hopefully, if you are warm, it'll be enough. But please take care of yourself. Make sure and set up your machines first. Okay, so head straight to your foot plates first, and set them to a height where you're able to come into the front of the machine with your shins in a vertical position comfortably. And it'll change for the shoes you're wearing. I mean, I'm wearing Converse right now, size 10, and I have one hole showing, so that's a setting of 5. So the different shoes you wear, it's going to adjust, right? So that's what I'm saying. Next up, head to your drag factor or resistance, whatever your machine has, and set it somewhere where you get a nice feel from the stroke. You feel connected, but you don't have to pull early in order to get the thing moving. At the same time, you don't want to just be like flapping around in the air, all right? So set it somewhere you get a nice weight from the stroke. And finally, when it comes to holding the handle, what I'm looking for here is shoulder width, a nice kind of wide grip, loose hands, fingers hooked over the handle, rather than narrow and tight, okay? So we're going to get into this 5-minute warm-up. We're just going to start at a really gentle pace. We'll do 2 minutes of easy rowing, 2 minutes of drills, 1 minute of more intense rowing. Then we can get into the main workout. Wow, that's a long intro. Shall we get started? Here we go then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ugh. I mean, I can talk, really. There's a lot to pack in. I suppose I could have not told you what the workout was, but then you're going to be a little bit blindsided when you start rowing it. But anyway, so for the first minute here, I just want you to get moving. Like I said, I've just done my 5K every day, so I'm feeling quite loose and mobile. There's a phrase, I don't say that often. But you might have just kind of wandered into the gym, loaded this up, you're feeling a little bit creaky. So you can feel your way through this first minute. Pay attention to anything that feels weird. Do you have any niggles in your muscles that might mean that today's sprint workout is a bad idea? Who knows? And as we approach the first minute gone, now we can start to think about a little bit more power. So push a little harder with your legs, but then also think about the handle away, triggering you sitting up and resetting your posture. Whew. Okay, so you pull in, handle, sit up, tilt forwards. And that posture improvement, honestly, it can be, I've possibly showed you it before in this series, but that posture improvement can be responsible for like a 20, 30 second pace increase, depending on your current pace. So really think about handle away, sit up, tilt forwards, and then brace your core as you push the machine away with your feet. Okay, 2 more strokes. And then I'm going to put 1 foot on the ground and row with only 1 leg strapped in. But you can continue rowing if you want to make sure you're properly warmed up. You don't have to do these drills, but they are useful for helping you with the compression into the front of the machine. Because with only 1 leg strapped in, it's a little bit easier to get forwards into that shins or shin vertical position. Let's swap feet. There we go. Now good, if you're on a concept 2, and your straps are set up right so that the buckle is on the outside of your feet, then for a quick release, all you have to do is flick your toes up against the strap and then like push the buckle out to the side and it'll loosen for you. Okay, one more here. Let's put both feet back in, tighten your straps. You'll lose a few seconds here, but that's okay. Straight legs and row with your back and arms. So swing over your hips, pull in your arms, then release the handle, tilt forwards, and try and sit up as you tilt forwards here. You might even feel your hamstrings getting a bit of a stretch as you get into that forwards tilt position. Let's take one more here, and then we're going to roll into the front with straight arms, forwards tilt, and then just connect your feet to the machine. Okay, so this isn't about power. This is about maintaining arms straight and the forwards tilt and connecting feet to the foot plates at the same time the handle connects to the flywheel or water wheel, whatever you've got. You should feel it happens at the same time. I'm going to do 2 more of these, then back into rowing. One more. You ready? So, let's try and hit 20 strokes a minute and a good solid push here. You should be rowing faster than you were in the second minute of this warm-up. A good push with straight arms, forwards tilt, and now push a bit harder. Take that rate up a little bit. I'm up at 24 right now. And let's do the same again. Push a bit harder, recover a little quicker. Take that stroke rate up, power up, and your pace should start to come faster. All right, last one. Faster recovery, more power from the legs. Let's take 2 more. 1 more. Right. Now, if you don't feel properly warmed up and ready to do some sprinting, I recommend pausing the video, carry on rowing for a while, make sure you're ready, and then come back to this, and we'll get into today's main session. Okay, have a quick drink, move up and down the rail while I'm just quickly explaining one more time what it is we're doing today. Hopefully you remember from the intro. It was quite long, wasn't it? Oy. So we're gonna row the days in a month and then rest the rest of the kind of seconds that make up a minute. So for January, 31-second sprint, 21 seconds rest, and then into February, March, April, and go all the way through the year. It'll be a fun workout. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So maybe I shouldn't be throwing it away on one of my 12 rows of Christmas. I should be doing it as a standalone. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it again. So the point here is that you're going fast for the sprint sections, okay? So try and put in as much pace as you can into each of these. High rate, high power. It's going to be tough. There's 12 of them. Well, it's going to be tough, okay? This is why I keep on talking about warming up and stuff, because you're going to feel it. It's going to be, tough. So every time the man say the word tough. So if you're ready, we can get started, all right? There's no more hiding from this workout. We'll get going with our 12 months of sprinting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm going to tell you my metrics only so you have a frame of reference. Don't worry about my actual pace. If you're faster or slower, it doesn't matter. It's about you, not me. So I'm at 35 strokes a minute, 1:36 pace. 1 more. Whew. In fact, I'll put ErgZone up in the background so I don't need to tell you. You can see it. Whew. Catch your breath. You might want to do some light rowing with 10 seconds to go. Get that flywheel moving rather than starting it from a complete stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 28 seconds for February. Now, high rates, you can get there as long as You get the handle away from you. If you hold against your chest, you'll never get high. 3, 2, 1. Whew. So let the handle come away. If you come in and hold, you'll never get high rate. All right, I'm gonna get going with march in 10 seconds time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And sing goes at the front. If you hover at the front for too long, you're just wasting time. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Now, due to the quirk of the Concept 2 monitor, how it ticks over between intervals, we may be a bit out of sync eventually, but you follow your monitor, don't follow me. Like rowing into April in 3, 2, 1, go. Try to keep arms straight as you push legs into the machine. You can see I've already started to slow down. 3, 2, 1. There's just not enough recovery time, so whereas I started at an average, well, the average was 138, that one was more like 141. There's not enough recovery. Not enough. 10 seconds, then we'll get into May. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 31 days of May. Keep your stroke rate nice and high. Carry on pushing the machine away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's better. 138.8 that time. Okay. We're into June next. We're almost halfway there. Like rowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Why can't there be another February halfway through the year? "15 seconds. Five, 3, 1. I'm not even talking to you anymore. We're at the Bon Jovi point, we're halfway there. Good times. 10 seconds to go. July. Let's get some heat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're all going on a summer holiday. Are we rowing there? Hopefully together, we'll get there in no time. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry, I've gone mad now. Whew. All right, once we get through August, we'll be 2/3 of the way there. Oh, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So remember, handle away, then tilt over your hips, then bend your knees. Make sure to get into the catch position for arms and body. Nice and quick. 3, 2, 1. If you can get into your catch position as quick as possible, it'll hopefully stop you over-leaning and collapsing into the front. All right, here we go into the autumn months-ish. Is it still September? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. September. That's autumn, isn't it? I'm sure there's a textbook somewhere telling me I'm wrong. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, get your skeletons and your witches costumes, or in my case, Wolverine costume, ready for October. 10 seconds. Whoa. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. And try and keep those arms straight. I know I'm starting to get a little lazy here. Possibly swinging my back too soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I've hit full compression on any of my strokes, but as long as you get your handle away, you should be able to get into full slide. I'll pay attention on the next one. 10 seconds. November. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Stay strong. I've only got 2 more, including this one. So it'll be over soon. Keep it high and powerful. Gonna rest in 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Big buy-in for Christmas. Christmas is about overdoing things, so let's really put in the sprint here. 10 seconds. I want to try and beat 39.3 average. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. High power, high rate. Pull at the back of the machine. not the front. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. What did I do? Hey. 134. It just shows how pacing can rob you of your top end pace, but 10 seconds until cool down. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm going to take this really gentle. All I want to concentrate on is that handle and posture. I mean, my pace right now, well, you can see, or well, you can't actually see you don't see my average pace on ErgZone, but I'm 3 minutes pace right now. Really just easing through this. This would be like 2 out of 10 RPE. It's kind of not even walking pace RPE, but I just want to get my body moving after that intense sprint, but I don't want to tax it anymore. So I'd much rather just concentrate on the motions of a good technique, especially because, as you'll have seen on screen, my technique does tend to fall apart a little bit when I sprint. And that's one of the reasons, I've said this before, but one of the reasons for doing so much low intensity, low rate stuff, like what we're doing right now, it's usually a bit more intense, but this is to grind in your default technique so that when you do sprint and your really technique comes down to your subconscious mind rather than your conscious mind, then what you want to have is a default technique that is as good as it can be. And so that's why just doing this right now gives you a chance to reset technique after all those sprints. One more stroke here. I mean, listen, I'm never going to apologize about talking about technique. It's so important. So you don't have to stop cooling down just because I have. I'm going to do some stretching. You can continue to row, or you can join me for stretching, or you can stretch however you want to stretch. It's up to you. But this is what I do. So loosen straps very slightly so I can flick my toes against them. Legs nice and straight, perched kind of towards the front end of the seat. Hands in the air, fold forwards. And you should, as long as you get that fold and you're bringing your body down towards your legs and your legs are straight, you should find you get a really nice stretch through your hamstrings. Possibly if you tuck your chin in as well, because you're flicking your toes back, when you do this, you'll be kind of lengthening, or you'll be activating your sciatic nerve as well, in a good way. Because normally you talk sciatic nerve and it's a bad thing. So apologies if you can hear fan noise in the background. It's because I've got a fan running. It's like -5 in here today, so I've got a fan going. See? So gonna go move on to glutes next. So one foot on the ground, bring the other leg up and over so that my ankle is sitting on top of my knee, and then using the arm that's the same side as the foot that's on the floor, I then bring that knee across my body. That ankle will then slide down my knee a little bit, but I'm looking for a straight line between my face, my knee, and the monitor. I then hold that knee in place by hooking my elbow around it, and then hold on to the back of the machine, and then rotate kind of my shoulders back, really, or my right shoulder back. It's kind of all it is. It's nothing really more than just rotating my kind of torso, my upper body round, and you can kind of lock into that by just looking at your shoulder and going, all right. Maybe look to the right as well, if you're following me with what leg you're using. Nice stretch down here in the glutes. Now I'm going to change legs, and I'm going to make that joke about you looking at the back of my head. If it's worth saying once, it's worth saying 100 times. That's the first line of the dad joke book. If a joke's worth saying once, it's worth saying at every opportunity you have. Whew. Your glutes, if you were rowing right today, properly like pushing off them or pushing like from the front with straight arms and stuff, your glutes will have been activated quite a lot. So hopefully they've been quite thankful for that stretch. I'm gonna stand up and do quads next. So I'll try and do this sideways so you can see. If I bring my knee up in front of me, then that brings my ankle up so I can hold on to it and then pull it back up against my backside. Yeah, ta-da! He's not falling over yet. And then that gives a nice stretch down here in the quad, the front of your leg. It's not very straight actually. That's probably quite tight. Oh, this is when he falls over, isn't it? Just as I try and straighten it up. I'm gonna change legs, knee up. Oh. And then try and hold it in position. Now I do, as much as I always fall over, I do like trying to do this on one leg. Oh, for crying out loud, John. I'm not quite at the age yet where the most concerning thing to happen to me is a fall, so hopefully I'm okay. But I do like to do it on one leg so that I can work the balancing muscles of my right foot right now are getting one heck of a workout, trying to stop me from falling over. I'm going to blame it on the soft, spongy mat, if that's okay. Apologies if my head popped out of the screen just then. I don't have the camera distance to be able to kind of fit me in full frame when I stand up sometimes. So, right, next I'm gonna do forearms. So try and level off your shoulders, John. Hands in front of you, push them together. And then as you're pushing them together, bring them down in front of you so your thumb is now in line with your sternum or your brass strap or your heart rate monitor or whatever you have. But what you should end up with, what you're looking for basically is for your forearms to end up parallel to the floor. And if you're still pushing your hands together, you will get a nice stretch into your wrists and kind of extending out into your forearms, like underneath your arms, continuing on from your wrists. I'd point, but I can't. Look at that bit there. And also your fingers are getting that elbow stretch because you're pushing them together. Next up, shoulders. Shoulders. Put one hand straight out in front of you. Try and keep a good posture sitting in your seat here. Bring that arm across your body and then use your other arm to loop that arm further out, like loop it over your arm so you can now push it further across your body. I don't know what I was saying just then. The word loop popped into my head and I just went loop. And you can help this arm further across your body. So now it is going straight across. So it's following the line of my chest. Okay? I really should go back to school and learn about angles and lines. Let's do the same with the other arm. So bring it across. It's kind of only at 45 degrees here. So I then use this arm to bring it so that it's completely 180 degrees. Is that right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Well, the people in the video know what I'm saying. Podcast people are like, who knows what position you're in right now? And just to say, if you didn't know that I do upload podcast versions of this, I think I said that in the previous row as well, but just because it's there, and there's like 900 episodes of the podcast, all for you to roll along to, so why not loading me up in the gym? Right. You may also want to stretch your, like what haven't we done? Your hip flexors, your biceps and your triceps, and any other thing that you think that maybe got activated. But I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go for a shower. I'm going to have some peanut butter on toast and a nice big cup of coffee. And then I'm going to stick my head into my wife, annoy her while she's working, and just going to say, by the way, love, I love you. And then she'll go, oh, again. She doesn't. She always kind of goes, love you back. That'd be an awful response. It's almost like when you say, I think I did once when I was young, as a teenager, I think I said to a girl, I love you, and she did say thanks in return. I think it was Lucy, a girl called Lucy. I went, oh, I love you, thanks. Anyway, that's the end of, you know what, why not end on a stupid story like that? That is the end of the 12 Rows of Christmas 2025. I've had the previous 12 Rows of Christmas up here for a couple of years, so I kind of wanted to make a new version of it. I hope that you have enjoyed working through these with me, whether you've done them with me through the Christmas 2026, whether you're going to do them through January 2026, whether it's like July 26, maybe you're doing it in the Christmas of 2045. Who knows when you're doing these workouts, but hopefully you've been following along with me. Hopefully you put in some work. Hopefully you've got the results out of them. Hopefully you've enjoyed them, and hopefully you'll be back for more. All right. I know I talk a lot, but hopefully, see, there's so much hope. Please, just give me hope. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. So thank you so much for being part of this with me. I really enjoyed making these videos for you, so I really hope that you've enjoyed rowing along with me. Until the next time then, please row well, be well. Bye-bye.